one good day.
It's only been about a month since last time, but I guess I'm back to some Sonic Racing! Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Beast Bracelet, but more importantly for this video, I'm the recluse who spent 2 months and 26 days of my life just playing every mainline Sonic Racing game. Obviously, I didn't just do this for fun, I did this mainly to anticipate for the newest release, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Now, most usually ask why, but whatever reason I truly give, they just think I'm insane. I mean, they're right, but obviously if you want my thoughts on those games, I'd just recommend watching that video. But to catch you up, we ended on a kind of optimistic note after the last Sonic Racing game. Team Sonic Racing was pretty much shipped out already dead with a lackluster roster, team mechanics, and didn't feel like it had any soul to it. So, you know, it wasn't a high bar to pass. So whilst I was really optimistic for Crossworlds, I was still really skeptical. Like, sure, they clearly had the forward thinking to announce future characters with some being free and some being paid, but will the main meat of the game be fun? Will the extreme gear be worth the wait? Is the main crossworld mechanic a real game changer to the races, or just another gimmick for a game? Is the game worth $90? But I guess this is why you came to this video. So after all this preamble, did Sonic Racing Crossworlds really live up to expectations? Is it the greatest Sonic Racing game of all time? Is it the fabled Mario Kart killer? Guess you'll be finding that out right now. To start, I want to cover this game's roster because I feel if TSR had any sort of complaint, one of the first was definitely to do with the game's weak roster. To make a long story short, Team Sonic Racing's roster was utterly barren, only featuring the typical Sonic regulars and then just some random extras. Like no full Team Chaotix or Cream, but we get Zavok and a group of Chow. I think in the long term, doing the whole Teams of Three thing really held them back on who they could add to the game. Like I only assume Vector is in TSR so they could have a team to round out Blaze and Silver. Here in Crossworlds, it's very plain, but I'm actually okay with that. Pretty much any Sonic character you'd expect to be here is here. Everyone from Sonic Heroes, plus any mainstays we've picked up since then. The Babylon Rogues get to return after a 15-year of Olympic purgatory. They opened up the pearly gates to the missing TSR members like Cream, SBO, Charmy. Eggporn, after being like the main CPU in TSR, is finally an unlockable playable character. Hell, Sage is here too, more probably just to solidify that she's a mainstay going forward. Like sure, it'd be cool to have characters like Mephiles, Infinite, or just any sort of IDW rep, but as of right now, I'm pretty happy with the base 24 roster. That's not even mentioning any extra characters you'll get from pre-orders or digital deluxe editions. If you pre-order the game, you got the goddamn Werehog, which is really cool to see, but if anything feels more like subtle foreshadowing to this game's heavy Unleash bias. And for the digital deluxe edition, you get Sonic Prime skins. Good for them, I guess. I mean, jokes aside, the skins do look really nice, and it's cool to get representation from the most recent Sonic show. Hey, wait a minute, no, it's not the most recent Sonic show, that was the Knuckles show! Those 3 slots could have been filled up with Wade, Pistol Peak, and Jack Sinclair Sega, and you know it! Hashtag justice for Wade. And as of right now, the only DLC character featured in the game is Hatsune Miku, which for some reason is absolutely cracked for some reason. The lobbies won't be ready for SpongeBob. I want to savour what I want to say about Miku and the rest of the DLC characters down into the future section of this video where I talk about the game's future. But what I will say so far is Miku's very fun. But enough about the roster. What does that matter if the game itself isn't fun? I think I'm addicted.
Where'd you get it?
I cooked it.
Bullshit.
To give an easy rundown on your typical Sonic Racing Crossworlds race is actually pretty simple. You'll start on a track against 11 other racers. Just before the second lap starts is where the main Crossworld gimmick comes into play. If you're in first, you're given the choice between 2 different travel rings, clearly inspired by the way they work in the Sonic movies. One will be a specific track chosen by the travel ring, and the other is completely random, which could be another Crossworld track or just another normal track. Once the Crossworld ends, you're put back onto the original track, usually having some different hero there, like a new shortcut or a new hazard. The point is that the track subtly changes in a way, trying to make it feel at least a little bit different. It's super simple, but really effective. It makes no Reese? No Reese? No Reese? It truly makes no race feel exactly the same, as the crossbow can completely throw someone off.